Q&A number 7. You see that? You see that, Mad Mob? See that in Goni's background? It's daylight.
Daylight.
Daylight. Daylight.
Children, wives.
Children, wives. We're out here in waking hours doing this for you all, so there will be interruptions, and that's just life. I'm just excited to do this while we're awake. While we're not slumping in our chairs after a long, hard day of parenting and working.
He does interrupt my first dinner, but it's fine.
I mean, yeah. I work hard. Definitely the hardest. You hear the lack of arguments going on, Mad Mob. They know it's true. Any news in the football world?
I think we covered it with our last one. I don't think anything, breaking really came out. Ryan Kerrigan retired. Not really fantasy relevant or anything, more football world relevant. But yeah, I don't know. It's, I guess J.K. Dobbins has been looking pretty good, and he's trying to get cleared for activity in training camp. He really wants to practice.
Oh, and Miles Sanders now taking snaps with the second team.
Pump the brakes, boys. It's camp.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Gainwell.
Yep.
Pump the brakes.
Y'all watch. Kenneth Gainwell's ADP is going to start rising. Miles Sanders is going to keep plummeting.
And watch Boston Scott will be the one that gets all the carries.
Oh, man. Infuriating. Oh, quick question. It's kind of football related because I saw it in a George Kittle interview. Who wins in a fight, Silverback Gorilla or Grizzly Bear?
Okay.
The tantalizing suspension.
What was it, man?
No, I'm asking you all.
The IT guy.
Matt, fiber optic internet.
Get it. Crazy. How's that happen?
It's awful. Middle of the episode.
For some reason, we are over 20 episodes in, and these two morons can't understand that I do all the recording. So, if there's no lag or problems on my end, that's perfectly fine because I'm recording. They still go out of their way to just make weird side comments about internet or anything. But in the episode,
his internet's terrible, man.
Perfectly fine.
You don't hear what you're saying. You're continuing to talk, and we can't hear.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
Noises.
But hey, man, it's fine. You do the editing, which is good because you need to, and we can just continue with that.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Goni
have
and I
to.
officially have no response to that question. I guess.
Yeah. But I'm sure whatever you said was real cool.
It was.
All right, we'll never know.
Never know.
I mean, are you ready for it again for a second?
We'll watch the episode back, I guess, Goni.
Sure, man. Make sure you're hardwired in, though.
Man, I'm leaving every bit of this just so the people know the two idiots that I got to deal with. Silverback Gorilla versus a Grizzly Bear.
This is old hat.
Well, they haven't ever squared off, so I mean,
we haven't had the official pay-per-view.
This wasn't an argument a decade ago.
Hey, man.
Old hat.
Have we had the argument on here?
No, we haven't.
Can confirm we have not.
This is what I get. See, Mad Mob, this is what I get. Just trying to bring it like it's a completely opinion-based argument. And I'm just trying to get there. It's like asking if hot dogs are sandwiches. Old hat. Okay, what's your opinion on it?
Yeah, what do you say, Beggs? Which one? Who wins?
Well, a glizzy is not a sandwich, first of all. And second of all, it's easy. It's a silverback gorilla. He's smarter. He'll outsmart the bear. Simple, easy.
See, I disagree.
He'll outsmart the bear.
Are you going to elaborate why you disagree?
I mean, do you have to be smart to win in a fight? I mean, if you fight a grizzly bear, are you going to win or lose?
I'm smart enough to run away from it. Duh.
And it's faster
He
than
would
me.
catch you and destroy you still. He runs
not-
faster than you do, I promise.
What an idiot.
not-
Just
that's
another
fine.
stupid Begley take.
I'm not going to get put in a situation to be in that spot because I'm smarter than the bear. It's
What a
pretty simple.
stupid Begley take. George Kittle said it best. A grizzly bear wins that 9 times out of 10 because, quote, they have daggers for fingers.
They really do.
Bears got claws this long, man.
They do.
Ha!
They stand up. They're like 10 to 12 feet tall. They're gigantic, man, and they're
that's
strong.
Just another stupid Begley take. His opinions are even wrong.
Hang on.
Yeah, we'll wait for you to chew.
Hang on. Let me see the pounds of force a silverback gorilla can put into one
he was
hammer
so
fist.
confident in that old hat question too. So confident. Old hat.
He went with the brains.
There is some scientific nerd out here who has analyzed this down to a T. Let's just hit the interwebs on this one.
Oh, you don't already know? It's old hat.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, Begley.
I don't know
Begley,
if Mad
big
Mob
old
wants to
thong
ride
sandal.
with the Google searches.
Okay, so upon further review, the internet does say the Grizzly would win just out of pure physicality.
Yeah.
But I still take the gorilla. He's smarter. It's a no-brainer. The
He was
gorilla
wrong
would
about an old quote old hat question. It's great.
He would climb a tree and gouge the bear's eyes out with a stick. That's how smart a gorilla is. It's the closest thing to humans.
That doesn't.
Is that what
Intelligence
you
has
would do,
nothing
is
to do
climb
with
a
winning a
tree?
fight.
You'd climb a tree and gouge its eyes out with a stick? Is that what you would do?
That would probably be my first option going, yes.
Oh my
Did you know
gosh.
there's an entire website dedicated to this question?
Yeah,
I
he got so offended when I asked it. I didn't say it was a brand new question. Just hadn't talked to it. I'm glad I brought it up because now I know that you're even wrong about opinions.
Beggs would have the feeling of relief as he is shimmying up the tree, thinking he got away, only to be followed by complete terror when he gets plucked out of the tree by this grizzly bear that is gigantic.
That who can also climb trees.
Bro, do you know what the survival technique is against a grizzly bear?
Don't say play dead.
It's to scream and make yourself look big. And it's fooled by that.
That's is whoa. Is that the survival technique against a
it's
grizzly
not.
bear?
It's not.
It's
It is. No, it is. Seriously, hang on a second.
man, Beggs gonna get people killed out here.
I'm looking at a Boy Scout manual on the internet. You have two choices. You can drop to the fetal position and play dead, or you can stand your ground and make lots of noise. I mean, if I can scare off a grizzly bear by just stomping around a little bit, this thing's stupid. It's just a dumb animal.
Mad Mob Begley is not a
Third
survival
option is-
professional.
The third option is bear spray.
You're
Sounds
100%
bad.
not scaring off a bear by stomping around.
Well, Boy Scouts are doing it, so I mean, take it up with them, man.
Anyways, a lot of Facebook questions. Begley's wrong. A grizzly wins every time. Oh, dude, you remember there used to be like a show dedicated to that, where they'd like compile a bunch of like data and then like make it. They used to do it with like warriors. You know what I mean? Like it used to be like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. Like a samurai versus like a Viking or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did one with like the U.S. forces versus like the KGB or something.
Yep.
And then they did like a reenactment. That show was actually pretty cool.
Yeah. So they need to do something with animals just to show Begley like visually how wrong he is. Facebook questions.
Not only are you calling me wrong, you're calling the Boy Scouts of America wrong. So,
Did the Boy Scouts choose a silverback gorilla over a grizzly bear? Is that on their webpage?
they just have tried and true methods of deterring a bear attack.
Tried and true indeed.
So
Yeah.
nothing on the 1v1 battle for the ages, huh?
Nah. We'll see it on pay-per-view soon, I'm sure. Get it started. I'm sure Jake Paul will get it going or something, man.
Facts.
Either
Facebook
way.
questions.
Facebook, we got some Reddit from Beggs as well, but I'll kick it off with a Facebook question from Nicholas Saris. He wants to know in a startup 2-quarterback league, boys, he's got the 102 pick. Who you choosing? Pat Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, or Justin Herbert?
In a startup what league?
Two
Yeah.
quarterback. Two
Oh,
quarterback.
I missed the two. I just said startup quarterback league.
We got to choose two of these players, Tony, or one?
No, he's got the 102. Who are you taking at the 102 in a 2-quarterback league in a startup dynasty? Mahomes, Taylor, or Herbert?
Herbert.
Easy. Clean sweep. Absolutely.
5,000-yard passer for years to come.
Yeah. Herbert and Gorilla for sure.
Yep. I mean, all right. That's nice and easy then. I got another one from Paul Collins. He wants to know, in a trade for Jamar Chase, would you rather have Cooper Kupp and the 103 or Montgomery, a 2023 first, and the 104 and 107 this year?
Give me Cooper Kupp.
Kupp and the 103?
Yep.
Montgomery for me.
Yeah, I think I'd rather go Montgomery as well.
Dude, the haul of picks with David Montgomery. Are you kidding
3
me?
firsts.
No brainer.
Three firsts this year, though, isn't it?
It's 2 firsts this year, the 104 and 107, and a first next year to go with Montgomery as well. It's easy for me.
What's the 104 and 107 yield you? Drake
104.
London?
Yeah, two wide receivers, 2 wide receiver lottery picks.
Yeah. I mean,
Which is who? I mean, you've already taken a dump on Garrett Wilson last episode, or I guess
Yeah.
it's a lot.
foreshadowing.
Drake.
He's about to take a dump on Garrett Wilson whenever that episode airs. Drake London, Treylon Burks.
Olave.
I'd take Olave. I'd go with Olave. Any one of those guys. If I get any one of those guys, I'm happy with it. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Even
but
Garrett Wilson, I guess, if he's got to be the second guy, that's fine with me as well, just for future potential, I guess.
But you have a gaping hole that Jamar Chase left.
But you're filling it with receiver prospects. You get David Montgomery. Like Cooper Kupp, dude, is 30 years old. What are you getting out of him in a dynasty?
Probably another 2-3 years of good production.
Yeah, but if you're willing to trade Jamar Chase, you're probably not a contender.
And you still get a pick. If you're not a contender, then that's an easy question because you don't want to trade for an old wide receiver.
Dude,
I don't know. I can see the Cup side if you want to stay competitive. Maybe he's just trying to snag that. Maybe he's like a middling team or something and wants to stay competitive with Cup in the 103. But I just don't like the age difference. Jamar Chase has got so much left in the tank, and you're getting 3 firsts. I'll take 3 firsts all day and a starting running back.
Easy.
Not easy. It definitely depends on whether he's competitive or not.
It was easy for Goni and I.
If you're in a rebuild, do it.
If you're in a fantasy league, do it.
If you're in a
3
fantasy
firsts,
league, do it. Yeah, man.
You still get picks
about
with Cooper Kupp.
top value.
It's
You
not
get a
Cooper
pick.
Kupp for Jamar Chase straight up. You're getting picks still. First round
Yeah,
picks.
nah.
It's
I'm
the 1
good.
3 this year. Nah.
3
Easy
this
call.
year in a terrible draft. Okay.
Easy
Boys,
call.
this next one is probably a layup. I think it's going to go all through all 3 of us, honestly. Frank Gutierrez wants to know, he's super high on ETN, but he got a tempting offer. It's a half-point PPR non-super flex league in a startup. He's sending Travis Etienne. He's getting a 23 first, a 24 first, and a 25 second. Snap call?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Hot
Really?
takes. Hot takes from Wayne already.
Why?
What are you getting?
It's not worth 2 firsts.
You're getting 2 firsts and a second.
Snap call.
A first 2 years down the road and a second 3 years down the road. Like, come on, boys. You know what you have. You know what you have on your roster right now. Does he say, is it an early first this next year?
Doesn't matter. It's 2 firsts.
No. He doesn't even have like really a range. He didn't, project what the pick would be. But for me, it really doesn't matter, dude. I mean,
Matter at all. 18, yeah. I'm shipping away every time.
I'd say you don't know what you really have in ETN. We're looking for him to do well, but he hasn't done anything yet. So
Well, he got
I mean,
hurt.
Wayne
I know,
hates-
but he still has. He's not done anything. He's gotten hurt.
Neither
That's
has your draft picks 18 years down the road.
Wayne hates bad offenses, but yet for some reason you're hanging on to 18 here for dear life. Why? Jacksonville's going to be awful.
He's going to be utilized. That's why I know you hate volume. I know you absolutely just dread volume. And whenever anybody is like, whenever you hear that a player is going to have the ball in their hands a lot, you just cringe. But Etienne's going to get a lot of volume. And at the end of the day, we've said it a million times: draft picks are dart throws. Unless they're early picks, then no. Like if he's got the 103, 104 or better next year. And I'm also on record saying, if you're trading me picks out in 2024, 2025, 2026, when I don't even know what's coming out, that means nothing to me. That's a dart throw within a dart throw. That's an inception of dart throws when you're trading me picks years out.
Snap call that 100 times.
Yeah,
100.
I think that's an easy one as well.
Easy.
No.
Anyways, Kevin Robert wants to know, should I trade Gibson and a 23 first for Swift? He's in a 10-team league, and he's got 3 2023 first-round picks right now. His team is pretty good. His other running backs, he listed his team. His other running backs are King Henry, Najee, and it looks like just Gibson, actually. Those are his running backs.
Yeah,
so
if he's got Najee and he can pair Najee and DeAndre Swift, and he still has 2 first-round picks next year, yeah, I'm doing that.
Gibson's a fade for me, as you talked about. Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, we all love Swift this year. I think that's...
Wait, never mind. Begley's I'm not doing it.
That's a home run. Regardless, that's a home run. Go ahead and send out Gibson in that 23 first for Swift. You got him in the bank. Might as well turn it into a future stud, really.
Yep.
You're set. Your RB1 and 2 are set for next 5-6 years. You can work on building your team or finding that next diamond in the rough.
I got one here from a rebuilding team from Donna Dowden. She has Jonathan Taylor. She says, pretty sure I have no chance this year. She wants to know if she should trade JT. She's got 2 23 firsts and 2 23 seconds. It's a 10-team league, PPR Superflex. Just running through the roster real quick, at least the starters. Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Breece Hall, Drake London, Rashad Bateman, James Washington in the 3rd wide receiver spot. Cole Kmet, Ken Walker, Leonard Fournette, Zay Jones, Matt Ryan.
Hold tight. If you got 2 2023 firsts, dude, hold tight. What do you mean, no? She's got Josh Allen. She's got Breece Hall, who was the top running back this year. She's got JT, who's got another 4 years of top-tier productivity. She's got Drake London, another good young wide receiver. She's a wide receiver and a flex away from being good if Breece Hall pans out.
Wayne, you got to stop answering these questions first, man. Save your hot takes till after the rational people talk. You're trading Jonathan Taylor here. I'm targeting an elite quarterback like a Herbert or Mahomes.
She's got Josh Allen.
It's a super flex.
And Matt Ryan is the second.
It's a super flex. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to target Herbert, Mahomes, an elite young quarterback to pair. I'd like to get an elite quarterback and plus. If I can get another running back there, I know she needs receivers. Of Washington's her 3rd. I don't love him at all this year.
So we're just assuming that we're going to get an elite quarterback plus just to make your argument look better.
An elite quarterback, and I would take somebody along the like take a flyer on a Devonta Smith kind of a player, somebody that's going in the 8th or 9th right now. Trade all day.
Somebody that's going to suck. Got it.
I would definitely, dude. I mean, when you have Zay Jones and James Washington in your starting lineup, it's rough. Matt Ryan, Sam Darnold on the bench, Daniel Jones on the bench. I'm absolutely pushing JT for hopefully 3. I've seen him go for 3 first-rounders. I would take those. And then, I'd try and build up the roster and then maybe try and send some of those picks for other, younger, cheaper guys as well. But yeah. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, man, you don't know this team's not going to mature and be ready for a few years. And Jonathan Taylor might not be valued at what he is today, man. He could go through that same spell that CMC just went through where he got hurt. He could just fall off. I mean, you never know. And this team is just so far out from competing that
I hate that you all are basing this trade off what ifs. Begley, well, what if you get an elite quarterback and also another great player? Well, what if JT gets – right now, JT is projected to have several years of high productivity still in him. Breece Hall, the number 1 running back that came out of this draft, Then she's got 2 first round next year. Snag a quarterback. There's going to be a slew of quarterbacks to come out of this next one that are going to be NFL ready and starting on a team. And then use your other first round pick to get another receiver. And then you're competing.
Nobody's projecting Breece Hall to be an RB1. Nobody.
Yeah, nah, dude. And secondly, it's a 10-team league, so the other teams are stacked. It's not 12. It's not spread out. You know, if this team is this bad and she's got this many young people on there, that means the other teams, the actual competitors in the league, are absolutely stout. So I mean, just like I said, this team's gonna mature. Take the value while it's high right now on them, and get yourself another quarterback, and then some receivers. Yeah,
easy call.
Not an easy call.
Good question, Donna.
Not an easy call.
From Jerry David, what side we taking here, boys? Justin Jefferson or Kadarius Toney, Michael Pittman, 223 firsts. Those firsts are projected to be early to mid. So give or take the 1.4 to the 1.7. 12-team Superflex PPR with a tight end premium.
Come on in with the hot take, Wayne. Let's hear it.
No, you answer, and I'm answering the exact opposite regardless.
Me personally, I'm taking the Pittman side. I think Pittman has wide receiver 1 potential. Pittman, I think Pittman, Toney in a first for Jetta is pretty fair value. So give me the extra first.
Wayne? Fight. He wants to hang on to Justin Jefferson so bad, I'm sure. But he also doesn't want to agree with Beggs.
Wayne overvalues his own players.
Nah, I got to do it. Too, the fact that he said they're early to mid, I appreciate the details. That matters. That matters in this trade. I'm not trading a generational talent away for Kadarius Crappy. Was that a good one?
Yeah.
Oh, got him.
Yep. Kadarius Crappy, Michael Pittman, who ain't done it before, and you all just hated on the Colts. So, I mean, that was kind of weird timing.
Who hated on the Colts?
No one hated on the Colts, man.
Hated on the Colts. Last question.
Okay. Yeah, that's an easy one. That's great value. Michael Pittman, you get 2 early to mid picks next year in a big time draft coming out. It'll give you 3 in total if you still have your own pick. Rebuild it. That's great value for Justin Jefferson. Good job. Take that one, Jerry David.
But I'm not happy about it.
Only because Jefferson is included. He probably wouldn't. If it was DJ Moore, there's no way Wayne would have took that. Absolutely not. Matt Bickham wants to know, 12-team PPR Superflex, which side are you taking? Breece Hall or CEH in a 2023 first?
I'm taking CEH in the 2023 first. I mean, I know everybody's super low on CEH right now, and I get it. He's underwhelmed, but I think his only competition is Rojo. Rojo apparently isn't performing very well in camp right now. Some negative reports coming out. So if that's CEH's job to lose still, if they can get him more involved in the passing game with Tyreek Hill out, I'm taking a flyer on CEH in the first.
Wayne?
I'm only taking it because it's a super flex, and there's a lot of NFL-ready quarterbacks coming out of the draft next year. So you can snag a quarterback that should be starting for you immediately in that super flex spot. And Breece Hall, he's going to be the RB1 there, but I mean, I don't. He's still going to split carries. So even the production for the first year or two of his career is going to be probably on par with CEH.
Yeah, clean sweep. Same thing, man. I don't love CEH, but this is more than likely his last chance to be. I wouldn't even say necessarily the workhorse, but command the lion's share of the carries in Kansas City. He's been kind of underwhelming since they drafted him. The 2023 first-round pick has appeal to it, so Wayne hit it perfectly, really. It's a super flex league, so it really expands your options on, grabbing another running back or even taking that quarterback, which is so important in super flex. So definitely take that side. This is my last one for Facebook. Dustin Tullos. He's a first-timer. He just inherited an orphan team. and he immediately got an offer. He said he's not really sure what his value is, but he feels like he's getting checked. It's a 10-team PPR league. It is Brandon Cooks. He's sending away Brandon Cooks, and he's getting the 505 and a rookie draft.
Why did you even present this question?
Because we got to help the man out.
First timer, man. They're absolutely trying to slap you in the face.
God,
Brandon Cooks is a perennial WR2, and the 505 is going to be perennially on the waiver wire.
Yeah.
You may as well take 2 warm beers to his hands right now. He's getting initiated.
Yeah, Dustin, he's absolutely trying to get over on you just for, you coming into the league. I thought it was important to include this question.
He's testing you.
3rd rounder? No. A 4th rounder? No. 5th rounder? Absolutely not. Those picks rarely pan out. They've got probably less than a 10% hit rate for a guy that's even going to be on your roster for the most part. You have to get very lucky for a guy to be selected in the 3rd round of your rookie draft to play in your flex even. A 2nd rounder even. Probably not. I'm gonna keep Brandon Cooks. He's like Wayne said, he is perennially a wide receiver 2, meaning he's in the top 24 finish at the end of the year. He's probably going to try and play the age card on you that, Brandon Cooks is older and this and that. But nah, man, you've got a good one with Brandon Cooks. So hang on to that.
Yeah. A late first round is my floor, taking it for somebody that's going to be in everybody's starting lineup. Yeah, they're definitely it's sketchy, man. Just follow the podcast, because when you pick up a team like that, then people test you. I mean, people send you some dumb trades because they got to see if they can pull one over on you. I mean, that's 100% what this trade is hot garbage just to see, just to test your mental.
Testing the waters. That's it, man. They're just trying to see what they can get over. And if you accept something like that, you're going to get just an ocean of terrible trades that guys, I'm sure, are going to try and talk you into. Just, take it one at a time. Look at what you have to do. Follow the podcast, man. We'll always help answer questions as well.
And that's the thing. You accept one, then you've got years of terrible trades coming your way. Just one just ruins your reputation for years to come. Well, remember that one time 8 years ago when you sent Brandon Cooks for that 5th rounder?
And you'll get lowballed. You'll just constantly get lowballed just off of that. Everyone will see it, and they'll know that you're the target. You're the weak link in the league.
I took over an orphan team last year in the league that we're all in, and my favorite trade I got was from Rhino. He was giving me Michael Thomas for CeeDee Lamb and my 1st round pick, which was the 101. So it was hard for me to pass on that one, but I had to.
Beggs went ahead and turned that team from the worst team in the league to one of the best in 1 year, just through trades, through drafting. He managed it very well, and he almost went worst to first, but Wayne and I won the championship.
Yeah, it always needs to be said.
It's always
man. Our daily plug for our championship.
Yeah, daily.
Score more points.
Except for the 3 times we played. You 3-0 against your team last year.
Beggs, what you got on the Reddits, man?
All right, going to the Reddits.
Hang on, I think he just reached into a bag of snacks.
Uh-oh. Snack alert.
Go ahead and we're going to spin the block on Reddit here. We got a lot of things going on. Harley, 1009. 14-team Superflex PPR. 14-team Superflex.
Golly.
Deep league.
Team A has Debo, Antonio Gibson, and a 2023 1. Team B has Jamar Chase.
Debo, Gibson, and a 1 for Jamar Chase.
I have to take it. In a 14-team Superflex, you got to take talent where it's coming at you.
Yeah. The depth on that is ridiculous. Yeah, give me the 2 pieces with the additional 1st-round pick as well. Gibson's only 24. Debo is super young as well. He might be only 24, 25. He's got plenty of, gas left in the tank. Yeah, I agree 100%.
If it's a late first, does that change anybody's opinion? I saw where he
No,
it's
absolutely not.
You got to take pieces in a 14-team Superflex.
I totally agree. Adorable Style, 642. 12-team Superflex, half-point PPR. He's rebuilding. He's giving away Lamar It is a super flex. He's getting Judy, Hunter Renfro, a 2023 1 and a 2024 1.
Send it.
Yeah.
Send it. Too much value. Too much value. I know it's super flex, but you're getting great value out of that.
Yep. Like this is literally the third time that I'll mention it. You can snag a starting quarterback with the first round next year.
Yep. Totally agree. Dynasty Nuke 10. 10-team PPR Superflex. 10-team PPR Superflex. He's giving up Debo and Damian Harris to get Najee and Judy. You doing it?
Yeah.
Goni?
Debo and Damian Harris for Najee and Judy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snap call.
Snap call.
Snap call. Easy.
Okay. G the real. 12-team PPR. He's giving away Najee. He's receiving Kenneth Walker, Rashad Penny, Darnell Mooney, and a 2023 1. He really likes Najee. He's on the fence. Kenneth Walker, Rashad Penny. So you're pretty much getting Seattle's backfield. Darnell Mooney and a 2023 1 for Najee.
Nah, I'm good on that one, man. Regardless of what people think, everyone was high on Rashad Penny, until they went ahead and drafted Kenneth Walker, thinking that Rashad Penny was going to do what he did last year over the last 6 games where he absolutely scorched the earth. But Rashad Penny can never stay healthy. The Seahawks declined his 5th-year option, brought him back for, another year. And I just don't trust him. Kenneth Walker, I don't care who takes the snaps, the lion's share. They're going to be terrible. So I really don't expect that offense to be any good at all. Just give me the absolute 350-plus opportunities at Najee on a yearly basis, and I'm good with that.
Wayne?
It's a hard one. It's not a bad trade.
I agree.
But
it is a hard one.
I'm gonna hang on to Najee. I'm gonna hang on to the just floods of volume that are coming his way, just because I think Kenneth Walker and Rashad Penny are going to be useless. So I'm kind of looking at it from Darnell Mooney in a first, and it's just not worth it from that point.
Would if the other person opposite G the Real threw in a 2nd-round pick next year, would that sway you to trade Najee? All of that plus a 2nd?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Let's see. VF54321 has a question about Gronk. I'm going to deflect to Wayne on this one.
About who?
About Gronk.
The retired tight end?
The retired tight end. Is he worth a 4th-round pick? Is he worth anything? What are you doing with Gronk?
He's retired.
But is that a guy that you're taking a chance on for a super late rookie round pick or no? On him coming back?
No.
No? There's talks. He hasn't officially ruled it out. He's retired, but
he's officially ruled it out.
Yeah, he has. He's ruled out. He's ruled out a comeback, man. You're just wasting a roster spot if you acquire him.
Yeah. Just bye, Gronk. Missed you. Loved you. Loved watching you hoist the Lombardi in Tampa Bay. But yeah, he ain't coming back.
VF, let Gronk fly, man. Let him go. JKT223. This is there's a lot of pieces here, so I'm going to go slow. It's a 12-team, half-point PPR, and he's a contender. He's getting Cooper Kupp, Deonta Foreman, 2 2023 seconds and 2 2023 thirds. He's giving up Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson, Josh Palmer, and a 2023 late 1st-round pick. Getting Cooper Kupp, getting Deonta Foreman, and a couple of picks in the 2nd and 3rd round next year. Giving up Jeudy, Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson, Josh Palmer, and a late 2023 1. Thoughts?
No. No, I'm not doing it. He's got a lot of young pieces there. I could see Judy absolutely being in the lineup for him this year and for years to follow. Elijah Mitchell is another one. We don't necessarily know if he's going to be the man again all year this year in San Fran, but he's just another running back that you can throw in. You're sending away a first. But what really kind of swayed it for me was it's a half point. You're getting Cooper Kupp back, he's older. He's older than these guys. I mean, he's still got a couple years left in him. But this man he almost set the reception record last year. That's a huge, and normal PPR points, like 1 point PPR, that added a ton of value to him. So, I mean, you're only getting a half a point off those. So, I mean, it's obviously not the same. It knocks the value down for me there. So I'd rather have my first and those younger players in this scenario.
But he's a contender. He's trying to win this year.
Wayne, what do you think?
I think if you do it, you got to look at your roster and be confident that you're going to win this year. Or again, the Goney rule, that you're a top 3 team.
Yep.
If you're looking at all the rosters and you're confident you're a top 3 team, I think you get more points by doing the trade. You lose long term, but you're contending. You get better. You get better with this trade now, like this season, and that's it. So if you're trying to contend over the next couple years, don't do it. But if you're all in to win a championship this year, I think it does make you better this year.
It's an over-the-top move for sure. Definitely puts you over the top. Like Wayne said, top 3. I don't have a problem with the top 3. I guess I was looking more so for now and later.
I mean, if you look at what he's given up, Elijah Mitchell and Jeff Wilson, I mean, we don't know what's going to go on in San Francisco. There's inherent risk with these guys, right? Josh Palmer, you guys have Josh Palmer on your dynasty team. You're hoping at best he's an outside guy to go across from Mike Williams in the near future, right?
Right.
A late first next year, good draft. It has good value. And Jerry Jeudy, who we all like. So the way I look at this, Jeudy and the 1 are by far the 2 best pieces for, say, Cooper Kupp. Are you doing that in a vacuum? Jeudy and 1 for Kupp? If you have a contender?
If I'm contending, yes.
I think so too.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that one.
Bardowski, Snipes. Bardowski, Snipes.
Say it one more time, dude. I didn't get the name.
Bardowski, Snipes.
Bardowski?
Bardowski.
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 Bardowski or Barnowski?
Bardowski, Snipes.
Okay.
I'm here to solve the
there's a D in there.
Dilemma.
Bardowski. He's come to the right podcast.
Mike Wazowski.
He's asking about Will Fuller. He's come to the right place. He has 2 questions. Is it worth holding on to Will Fuller? And he has a decision to make between Will Fuller and the rookie running back on the Patriots with the last name of Harris. That's exactly what his question is.
Come on, Bardowski. Damian.
Do your research, Bardowski. Do your research. Get the man's first name before you post the trade question.
Man. No, it's not Damian. It's Kevin Harris.
The rookie.
Yeah, the rookie. I mean, man, if that's your choice, I was going to say, we have Fuller on our dynasty squad. Wayne and I do. We've held on to him strong. We're hoping that he gets a landing spot. Cleveland said no, thank you. For some reason, he still doesn't have a job yet. He's only 27 years old. He was phenomenal the last time he did see the field with Houston, that is, when he was playing with Deshaun Watson. I was going into this, I was going to say, if you need the roster spot, go ahead and cut him. But if that's who you're going to give the roster spot to, nah, bro. Absolutely. Hang on to Will Fuller. He's got way more potential than Kevin Harris does. He's about the 20th running back in line. Even if he does get carries, he's going to get like 2 in a game, 1 game. He'll go off for 100 yards the next game, and then he won't play again all for the rest of the season. And God help that man if
No,
he fumbles
dude,
one time.
don't even give this man false hope of that game. That game's not going to happen.
That's true. That game's not going to happen. I'm just trying to show you the consistency of Bill Belichick, especially towards rookie running backs. If that man fumbles, that man thinks about letting go of the football while he has a jersey and pads on, whether it be in practice, whether he's just carrying one down the street. If he lets that ball go, he will not play for weeks on end.
No. I mean, with the Julio signing, Fuller's the next best free agent receiver, right?
I mean, probably, but free agency was done and gone a long while ago, man. Teams are in training camp right now. They're practicing.
Will Fuller's good, though, dude. Look at his production before the suspension.
I mean, yeah, I agree, and that's why
we had
we're
an
still
acronym. We had an acronym when doing our weekly lineups. What was that acronym, Goni?
It was FTID, FTID, Fuller Till I Die, coined by a good friend of the podcast, Brandon Roberts,
who will never be on this podcast. He's
not even once.
Not invited.
Stop asking, man.
Stop asking, Brandon. You're not invited. Yeah, he was an auto starter for us. If he can get anywhere near that production, he's starting. And like you said, he's still young. I don't know if he's still dealing with some off-field issues or what, but I think he could. If he doesn't play this year and still comes back next year, I think he's got value. I just don't know why he's not getting signed. There's plenty of teams that could use a receiver.
I'm not going to lie. Even now in the startups and mocks that I've done, I try and get Will Fuller in like the super late rounds just as a stash in case he does get picked up. Just the upside is too high for him to be sitting on the waiver wire. If you drop him, someone else will pick him up.
100%. Hang on to him, especially with who you were debating between that rookie.
I agree. He's been linked to the Browns with Deshaun Watson quite a bit. Should be a great landing spot for him. Sewer Steve 11. Which side are you taking? And I'm going to assume it's a super flex.
Why are you assuming that?
I'll tell you why in a second. Christian Kirk, Van Jefferson, or a 23 fourth, or Danny Dimes and Kadarius Toney. Christian Kirk, Van Jefferson, and a 23 fourth, or Danny Dimes and Kadarius Toney. Assuming it's a super flex. Otherwise, this is an irrelevant question.
Oh, ugly.
Christian Kirk, number 1 out in Jacksonville. Apparently really impressing in camp, by the way. Van Jefferson, solid into the year last year. Allen Robinson's going to come in and knock him down a peg, I'm afraid.
4th round pick, waiver wire fodder.
And a 23 fourth. Danny Dimes, good. Super flex play. Don't know about his future, but good. Kadarius Toney, we're on the podcast, well documented to not be fans.
Oh, it's just terrible, though. This is awful.
We're just pooping in our hands and trading it right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, man. Have some of mine. Can I have some of yours?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm just keeping. I'm keeping Christian Kirk and Van Jefferson. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the only reason why you would want that trade is because you're high on Kadarius Toney from the monster game that he had, and you know that doesn't happen very often where a guy goes off for almost 200 yards.
He's getting a stack now. This is the stack.
Yeah, but Daniel Jones might more than likely won't have a job next year as a starter. It's your team, bro. If you believe in Kadarius Toney that much, go for it. I'd probably just hang on to what I got and go with the more consistent Christian Kirk, who doesn't punch helmets.
Fair enough. I think
that's always what takes us over the top with Kadarius Toney. He punched a helmet.
He punched a helmet, dude. Come on.
That doesn't make you BA. It makes you stupid.
Stupid. Period. Dude, and you're abusing your money makers. Like, protect them babies. Don't punch helmets.
Like, what is it? Does this guy think he's the Hulk and he's gonna like concuss this guy by punching his helmet really hard?
So stupid. Have you noticed too? Sometimes with football players, when they get in fights, the first thing they do is take their helmet off. What are you doing, bro?
Never.
Leave your gear on.
I'm buttoning my chin strap back if I'm. Oh, dude. Have you ever heard the story about when Brandon got in a fight in a football game?
I've not.
Oh, dude, just quick story. Brandon, not invited. Friend of the podcast, never invited to be on it.
Not
Stop
even
asking. Yeah, he was playing football and he did something to piss a guy off, and he got pushed and like he was face down on the ground, and he said he kept feeling like his head was kind of just like kind of getting mushed. And like as he like turned around, the dude was throwing haymakers at his helmet, and he just started laughing at him. So Brandon's actually been in the situation of somebody punching his helmet, and he literally laughed at him in the middle of getting punched in the helmet. So yeah, don't punch helmets. It makes you look stupid.
It's literally a device crafted for your head to protect it. What
From
what do you
blunt
think
force.
is going to happen? Yeah, exactly. What?
Crazy.
Yeah, keep Christian Kirk. You're trading turds for turds, but I like your turds a little bit more.
Yeah. The Jesus Fish, 12 team, super flex, half point PPR. Super flex, half point PPR. Giving Carson Wentz, Robert Woods, and Ty Davis Price. Giving Wentz, Bobby Trees, and Ty Davis Price. Getting Garoppolo, D-Hop, and Sony Michel. Giving Wentz, Trees, TDP. Getting Jimmy G, D-Hop, Sony Michel.
Give me Jimmy G, starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers.
Nah, I'm hanging on to it. I want a guy who's actually going to start. Carson Wentz is going to start
Jimmy
this
G,
year.
San Francisco 49ers.
Would you care to put a doink on it, sir?
I would care.
I didn't think so, man. I didn't think so. Marshmallow slab of a man, you. Go ahead, put the doink on it.
Week 1.
No.
Nah.
No, but it's a hot take. I'm not going to put a doink on a hot take, but I'm 1-0 in hot takes in the offseason.
Bro, it's common knowledge that he is not going to start.
It was common knowledge that DK was on his way out.
I mean, it wasn't. This was literally in the news. This was literally in the news. I mean, we could put a doink on it for real.
What if we put the doink on whoever has the most starts over the year?
Let's put the doink on that. Come on, Wayne.
No.
Oh, man. What little girl.
I'm not putting a doink on a hot take.
Man.
Apparently, I'm the only one who does doinks anymore.
He's taking the trade, or he wants the Jimmy G side for the fact that Jimmy G is going to start. I'm going to take the guy who's actually starting in Carson Wentz, and my other pieces, DeAndre Hopkins. I'm good on that. I know he's the crown jewel of this trade, but now I'll hang with what I got.
Yeah,
Carson Wentz is criminally underrated.
I like Ty Davis Price here. I think he's an interesting piece. 3rd round pick. They have draft capital. I think he's interesting.
Jimmy G not going to start.
Possible starter.
Okay. Got just a few more here, and then we'll wrap up.
Starter.
Duke Community, 62-12.
No, he's not.
Half point PPR. Damian Harris and Tyler Boyd for CEH.
Damian Harris for Tyler Boyd and CEH.
Damian Harris and Tyler Boyd for CEH.
No.
Nah.
I like Tyler Boyd.
I like Damian Harris.
Still too much there.
I like Damian Harris over CEH, period.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Even into next year?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, okay. I feel like he's the perennial really good football player, not so great fantasy player. That's what he is.
RB14?
He was good last year, man. He scored a lot of touchdowns. But
15
tutties. Patriots are a run-first team anyways. He's still involved. He's still going to be involved. And, there'll be plenty more scoring opportunities for him this year.
I agree with you. Wayne, are you on the Tyler Boyd side too?
Yeah, 100%.
Tom Brady Stan, 1012. Goni, this is your brother right here. 10 PPR Superflex. He's giving up Debo, Damian Harris, and a 24-1 for Najee and Judy.
Debo, Harris, 24-1 for Najee and Judy.
Yep. Debo, Damian Harris, and a 24-1 for Najee and Judy. And I mentioned here your side.
Yup.
You did just mention Damian Harris was the next Barry Sanders. So I can't wait to see what you say here. Are you shipping him out?
Yup.
Yeah, I'm shipping him out. Absolutely shipping him out.
I'm with you, Wayne. Easy call there. Dante's the Kingslayer hit our inbox up, and he asked kind of a finger roll layup to me. PPR, give Michael Thomas for A.J. Dillon.
Oh, snap call. Send him. Michael Thomas is scary. I've mentioned it numerous times. Wayne is higher than we are on it, but I feel like he'll probably agree.
I'm still taking A.J. Dillon. I think his upside for the future is there. Michael Thomas his future upside is not there. I think he's going to be solid this year. I think he's going to be serviceable as like a flex play. But yeah, A.J. Dillon's going to give you a lot more long-term value.
Yeah, I totally agree. Dante, thanks for hitting up the inbox, man.
Thank you, sir.
Adorable Style, 642. Another inbox question. In a half-point PPR league, what is Josh Jacobs' value? Trade value, that is.
Josh Jacobs is dropping a lot.
Last year of his contract.
I don't know. I'm not high on Josh Jacobs. I don't know. I feel like he's just been kind of a letdown over the past couple of years. I'll let Goni answer. I'll defer to Gon.
I mean, I don't think he's necessarily been like a letdown. They've brought in, Kenyon Drake, to handle some of the work and get some of the receiving work out of the backfield. But I mean, over the last 2 years, man, last year he finished as the RB11. The year before that, he finished as the RB8. He scores a good amount of touchdowns. His yards per carry are usually right around four and change. He had 54 receptions last year, which is, I mean, it's a career high for him. But I feel like that probably comes down this year. And for him not, historically being one of the big, like an Eckler or a Najee or guys that really feed off the passing game, the half point actually, I think, increases his value. So, I mean, he's still super young as well. He's 24 years old. I mean, it really just depends on what you're trying to get, what your need is. Whether it be if you're trying to flip him running back for running back or include some kind of package, or maybe go running back for wide receiver. I could say you can definitely get any kind of wide receiver too for him, I think.
Yeah, he's just I'm looking at his game log, and he just never really an RB1 typically gives you some games that set the world on fire, and they have a pretty good floor, a double-digit floor.
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs' game log from last year: 17, 10, 16, 15, 15, 13, 8, 11, 19, 24, 9, 12, 10.
Solid.
It is.
It's good enough. Yeah.
It's pretty consistent.
Yeah, he's never gonna set the world on fire for you.
He's not going to win you.
If he's in your RB2 slot, then he's a great RB2 option.
Let me throw out a few names, and you guys just snap call yes or no if you would trade Josh Jacobs for this person. Wayne, I'll start with you. Allen Robinson.
Josh Jacobs for Allen Robinson?
Would you do that trade?
No, I'm low on A-Rob, though.
Goni, would you trade Josh Jacobs for Jalen Waddle?
Yes.
Wayne, would you trade Josh Jacobs for the 112?
2023 or this year?
Let's do this year and next year.
I get this year and next year?
No, just answer.
Two separate.
Oh, no. I'd still no.
No? Goni, would you do Josh Jacobs for the 109?
No.
Wayne, 106?
No.
104, Bill?
He's an
Yeah,
RB2.
I'd do it for the 104.
He's a top tier RB2.
Okay.
It's
There you have
rough
it,
to
the
find
little
that in the
style.
draft.
Trade him for the 104, not a hair more, or something, or somebody that you think is equivalent to the 104.
I need an equivalent. I'm trading confirmed value. I need confirmed value back for
Josh
a play.
Jacobs for Terry McLaurin. You doing it?
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs for T. Higgins. You doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Snap call for T?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I just
DJ
need
Moore. That's a great one.
100%.
For
Tony.
DJ Moore?
Yeah,
Tony.
100%. DJ Moore, GOAT.
Yeah, DJ Moore is absolutely
All right.
head and shoulders.
Okay, we have two more. El Tabasco says he's in a 10 team, half point PPR. He gave two sides, didn't say which one is his. Team A is DeAndre Swift and Dalton Schultz. Team B is Kittle, Waddle, and a second.
D Swift.
Swift and Schultz for Kittle, Waddle, and a second.
D Swift and Schultz. Easy.
Tell me
D Swift,
why.
indeed.
Tell me why.
What's that?
Tell me why.
I think
Oh,
Dalton
DeAndre
Schultz
Swift.
probably has a better season than George Kittle. Well, let's go ahead and mark that down. And that was supposed to be the heavy hitter on the other team. And then D Swift he's going to be phenomenal for years to come.
He's a solid running back, man. He gets his receptions out of the backfield. He's one of the young studs in the game. I love Waddle, don't get me wrong, but I like DeAndre Swift more. Him and Schultz. Wayne and I are both super high on him this year. I like it.
Yeah. I'm a little bit lower on Schultz than these guys are. I'm a little higher on Kittle. I think Kittle's better than Schultz. But I agree. Swift is the crown jewel. Cal Meow, 12 team. He has a theoretical trade. He's trading for Justin Jefferson. He's willing to give up Javonte for him. What do you think he needs to add to Javonte to that side of the trade to get Justin Jefferson? He wants to get Jefferson.
What does that piece need to be?
He has Javonte. What does he need to add to his side of the trade to get J. Jeff?
Not much.
I think he needs to add like a back end wide receiver 2. Or, maybe a little later of a wide receiver and a pick. It would be my go-to, honestly.
A back end second?
A back end second?
Is that what you said?
No. Like a back end wide receiver 2. Or like say a wide receiver, 3 or 4 maybe, and like a first to get there. Justin Jefferson's not hard to come by. Regardless, Javonte, everyone wants him to be the lead dog. Chances are he'll be the lead dog next year. We'll see if he burns the world down. But generational talent, like Wayne always says, for Justin Jefferson, that man's not going to be cheap. You're not in the market for fair trades when you have a guy like Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, unless you're trying to, rebuild and get a whole bunch of pieces. There's no incentive to trade away a guy that good unless you're getting a haul and overpay back. Wayne and I, again, we have Jamar Chase on our team. I'm not interested in a fair trade with anyone. I want a king's ransom for this. And that's just what it is, man. He's got potential. We've seen it. 200-yard games. He had 2 200-yard games last year. Jefferson has that potential. Not many guys in the league do.
Wayne, I'm curious to hear your side of it because I know you're really high on J. Jeff and really low on Javonte.
No, just this year. I think Javonte Williams is a good dynasty play, but J. Jet is generational. And Goni said it perfect. There is no reason to trade Justin Jefferson away. If you are somebody that's trying to go get Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, you have to be expecting to overpay because value for value, it's absolutely pointless for anybody to trade such a young talent away. They have absolutely everything going for them. There's no downside to them. What are you going to say? What are you going to do to try and talk somebody off of the Justin Jefferson cliff? There's nothing. I mean, you have to overpay to get him. To add to Javonte Williams, I think you need to give a top tier WR2 or WR1 or back end WR1.
So, okay, back in. Fair enough. The last one we have, Fabulous Row 397. It's a half-point PPR league. Says he tried to give up Michael Pittman, Amari Cooper, and a 23 first and second for Chase. He got rejected. How can he improve his side to get Jamar Chase? Says he has to have him.
Who was it? A 2023 first and second, Michael Pittman, and who?
Amari Cooper.
Amari Coops. Yeah.
Cooper's where you're getting held up, man. Cooper's Amari Pooper.
Yeah, he's not appealing. He's older. I mean, he's not super old. He's like 27, but he's looking. That's definitely the weighing downside. Someone sees that in the trade and they're like, I don't want that piece of garbage. The whole trade is absolutely trash.
Hang on.
Try and add someone more appealing. Someone more appealing than Cooper. You're probably going to have to throw in your 24 first as well.
Let me cut you off. I'm so sorry. Later on, he does list his team. So let me give you guys a little bit of his team. Tell me how you would reconfigure a trade. As Chase owners, let me know what you would take for Chase. For running backs, he's got CMC, Damian Harris, Javonte, Miles Sanders, and Elijah Mitchell. This must be a 10 team. For receiver, he's got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Michael Pittman, KJ Osborne, Mooney, and Gabe Davis. Tell me.
I think if he subs out Amari Cooper for Keenan Allen and throws in a 2024 first, then he's in the realm of where he needs to be for Jamar Chase.
Pittman, Fabulous Row. That's Pittman, Keenan Allen, a 23-1, 23 second, and a 24-1 from Wayne.
I think you can take out the 23 second. 23-1, 24-1, Keenan Allen, and Michael Pittman.
Goni?
I think I would want Javonte, Pittman, a 23-1, and I mean, yeah, dude. We just talked about this.
You got to overpay for him. You're not getting apples to apples in a Jamar Chase trade, so you got to get that out of your head. If you really want him, you got to pay for him.
I agree with you. Now, we just said for Jetta, Javonte and a wide receiver 1, right, was roughly the value. You guys are asking a little more for that for Chase. Do you think Chase is that much better than Jetta?
I think they're we have people off his roster. It's not like you can just give me just because I love the guy, give me Javonte, Gabe Davis, who's way further down the list for a lot of people, and 2 firsts.
Wayne, are you taking that as a Chase owner?
I'm not taking that.
What's the difference there? Is it Gabe Davis that's holding you up?
Yeah, I think I can get better than Gabe Davis.
You think so? If he goes Javonte, Keenan, you're there.
I think if he's wanting to hold on to Keenan Allen, Javonte and Michael Pittman should do it. That's 2 WR1s. We all have Michael Pittman in our consensus rankings as a WR1. You're giving him 2 WR1s and 2 firsts.
Well, Javonte's an RB. Javonte and Pittman, is that so? You're saying Javonte, Pittman, and 2 firsts?
Yeah.
It just seems like a little more than what you guys are willing to pay for Jetta, which makes me think you guys think Chase is better than Jetta.
Well, I'm more confident in Jamar Chase's long-term success with his quarterback.
Yeah, 100%. He's tied to Joe Burrow for life. Jay Jetta is not. Cousins is going to be there this year, next year. Kirk Cousins already has shown that he is not Joe Burrow, and just the longevity of and the security that we know, Chase is going to be playing with Joe Burrow for his career, basically, it makes me want that side easy. Who are you taking? If you had the choice and they're both on the board in a startup, you taking Jefferson or Chase? Beggs.
I'm taking Jefferson because I'm taking Jefferson. He's shown he can do it consistently. He's got another year in the books. I mean, I'm looking at our wide receiver rankings, and you guys both had Jetta above Chase.
Yeah,
that was for this year though, and that was a redraft.
So if we're doing dynasty rankings, you both put Chase ahead of Jetta?
Yes.
Chase would be my number one.
Ooh.
Yep.
Hey, Begley, who's Justin Jefferson's quarterback in 2 years?
I think, it's a good point because is it going to be a DK situation where Minnesota pays to keep him around, or is he going to go somewhere?
You know what? We have no idea, but what we do know is who's Jamar Chase's quarterback in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years.
I don't
know Joe Burrow's getting that money.
I don't disagree with that logic. What really kind of tracks me with Jay Jeff, and you guys know I ranked him above Cooper Kupp in our rankings. 2 years of super elite production, man. We've seen one from Chase. Let's see if he can get over the sophomore slump year. But Chase, Jefferson, he improved over his rookie year. And that takes a lot to do that, man.
He did. He also, at the same time, he had an extra game to do it. Jamar Chase, being a rookie coming in to a team where T. Higgins was already really good the year before, set that same rookie record in 16 games as well.
That doesn't happen, dude. That does not happen.
Yeah, I'm not knocking you. I can see the argument. I like having the extra year of data underneath my belt with JJF, but I see the logic.
Yeah.
That's all I've got for Reddit, man.
Hey, this was a good one. We're at about an hour. Mad Mob, we appreciate you. We love these episodes. Again, it's beating a dead horse, but keep them coming. This will be posted. There's no point in telling me when this is posted. It's posted when you see it.
Yeah, you'll see
That's
it when
it's posted. All right. It will be posted before our, what did we do last? East, right? NFC, AFC East.
Yep, Divisional East.
That will be posted Monday morning for your morning commute to work. I will post that bright and early, 8 a.m. And Beggs going on vacation next week. So we won't be back. Hopefully we can get him on the horn Saturday, maybe Sunday, and get another episode in Monday, and then we'll hit you with another Q&A. But yeah, so this Q&A will be up Saturday. We will have another episode Monday morning, and then it'll be a week Monday morning when we have our other episode, and try and hit you with the Q&A after that, because Beckley will be on vacation, catching them rays.
Eating snacks in Florida, baby.
Eating snacks in a different state.
Yep.
Jealous,
something
man.
out of a bowl.
Something out of a bowl. I see it's Kool-Aid today, man. Is the diet over?
No. It's water with like Mio flavoring in it, man.
Oh, okay.
Water with sugar.
Got it. Kool-Aid.
No. It's sugar free. Going. There's no calories in this, bro.
Yeah,
no
man.
calories, no taste.
Kool-Aid in it. Mad Mob, Facebook, Mad Fantasy Football Podcast, email madffpodcast@gmail.com, Twitter @madffpodcast, Reddit mad_ff_podcast. We appreciate y'all. We will see you on the next one.
Hey, boys.
See you, gentlemen.